Anil said, Father, when a tsunami of thoughts and emotions strike, whole attention is drawn to it. Yes, it is difficult to find the center. Please guide. Yes, yes, yes. You see, that is why we have satsang every day, Monday to Friday. Otherwise, we could just have one satsang, because mostly we repeat everything in that one satsang. If it was as simple as it being pointed out once and over, you see, then it would be very simple. But it's not like that. That's why I've been saying that even after the recognition of the truth, it takes a while for this conditioning to become lighter and lighter, you see, mostly. You see? And these events, when they happen, we start to look at them as opportunities to shed some of the conditioning instead of looking at them as events which add to new conditioning. So first, that attitude will start changing, you see. When something pokes us, then we contemplate into it, we inquire into it, rather than believing ideas about it. So as this changes, then over a period of whatever time is natural, over that period of time, this conditioning becomes lighter and lighter and lighter. You see? For you, you have the best Mahamantra, which is the Mahamantra of surrender at the feet of the Master. You see? So when these situations come, there are beautiful opportunities to surrender. Can even these be surrendered? You see? It questions. The mind will come and question our surrender in those times. You see? So then we see, yes. Because as a person, I'm completely powerless. Therefore, only my Sadguru can handle all of this event also. You see? So it is said that our surrender is tested. I don't like to use the word tested so much, because if I start saying tested, then we start making report cards of ourselves very fast. So these events and opportunities will come for us to surrender and to inquire, and that deepening is very important. That is why so much I've been warning today about prematurely making proclamations of freedom, prematurely giving belief to the spiritual ego. Because then what happens is that when these events come, then our identity has been so strongly attached to being a free person now that causes more dichotomy. That inwardly we are feeling some belief in fear, belief in thoughts, you see, and some suffering is coming, but the mind is also at the same time saying, but you are free now, you cannot be suffering, you cannot be, you see. So that causes even more churning and more trouble. So the spiritual ego is the most burdensome place to be, you see. So in this way, when a tsunami of thoughts and outward events are appearing, then based on our temperament and based on what our master has advised us, we can inquire into who is it that is suffering through this, or just say it is my father's problem. And it doesn't happen 100% of the time. So don't create a report card of how well you surrendered or how well you inquired. But that is also hanging on to something which happened in the past. What happened, happened. The point is, what about now? And as we stabilize more and more, we come to satsang more and more, then you find that the attraction to these thoughts, the attraction to these tsunami of events, as you call them, will not be so much. But what's very good is that we are not getting into some sort of a Advaita denial of how much things are affecting us or hurting us or how much fear we are feeling. Because that can be a very constricted state. So as you are going, keep going, and keep surrendering everything at the feet of my master, and you'll find that all of this is getting lighter and lighter and lighter.
Father, can I just speak for 2 minutes?
Yes, yes, yes.
Um, 4 months back, I was on the top of the world, seeing everything, nothingness, and all that stuff. You know, and for 3 weeks, I'm not doing any inquiry. I'm not reading any book. I'm not making any effort other than simply surrendering at the feet of Guruji.
Yeah.
And now I feel, I have gone to the bottom of the world, totally collapsed, and I'm not even doing the inquiry actually. I feel I'm not even at that place from where I started.
Mm.
I have gone much, much down, much, much down. But still, I'm not doing any inquiry. I'm not reading any book, and the mind is trying to, find some kind of a support system, and too much is happening, and there is too much personhood also, too much personhood, anger, and everything is coming up. But I'm still only surrendering to Master.
Yes.
So, I mean, not even making the inquiry. Should I make inquiry or not? Because I know if I make the inquiry, I'll come out of this state. But should I make the inquiry or still surrender the inquiry at Guruji's feet?
All that is happening. You see, you say that I am surrendering, and now I am at the bottom of the world. You see? So surrender this also. This surrender, you see, is the opposite of personhood. As long as nothing is my personal problem and everything is my master's problem, you see, then there can be no conditioning, there can be no person. And you're coming to this, and the mind itself is coming and saying, but now you're at the bottom of the world. But I see so much more sobriety in your voice. I find so much more humility in your presence. These are very good. Because what I can see is that inquiry in your case becomes very, very, activates a lot of mind concepts, you see. So, and it makes it very active and makes it very anxious, and all of these things it is giving you. You see? So that is why I've been suggesting to you that for you easier might be to just surrender everything at the feet of the master. And very beautifully you said that even the happening or not happening of the inquiry is Guruji's problem now. You see? And I find that although you might be feeling that you are at the bottom of the rung now, and I was at a beautiful place of seeing, you see. So this past is irrelevant, exactly what I was talking about earlier, because the mind will make replicas of our seeing, you see, and feed our spiritual ego. So now I find your presence a lot more beautiful, a lot more filled with humility and sobriety, and leave the benchmark, the report card also to my master. It is his problem to take you wherever he has to take you. So therefore, I don't really believe this report that you are at the bottom of the rung or something. Yeah? And I suggest you also don't believe it, because it's a very beautiful presence today. Yeah? I enjoy very much this presence. It's a humble, sober presence. It's very beautiful. So So keep surrendering like this. Don't activate your mind. Even if those moments of activation happen of the mind, then you know that they are surrendered to my Father's feet. And when the inquiry is meant to happen, then the inquiry will also happen very beautifully. There is no devotee who has had true devotion in his heart, who has not been blessed with the jnana of the truth. You see? So I have complete faith in my master's presence, and I know that he is taking care of everything.
Thank you so much, Father.
Thank
Thank you,
you,
Guruji.
thank you, thank you.